And when that happens, we find our relationships although, but then we later on realize that it is not enough to fill the void that we're feeling. You want to enjoy life and you don't want to be stuck in your 30s with a relationship that you have to endure just because you can't afford to be alone. So guys, if you clicked on this video, you're going to be ready to approach life with a totally different mindset. Because if you want to be happy, you can't let anyone do that for you. It's a decision you gotta make for yourself. Because you want to enjoy life and you don't want to be stuck in your 30s with a relationship that you have to endure just because you can't afford to be alone. And I know that this may sound weird, but if you really want to have relationships that you enjoy, then you're going to have to learn how to be single and happy. Because you're going to be in trouble if you have no stamina of your own but have to rely on another person to tell you how needed and special you are. But darling, I know that this is not whom you are. We can be single and happy. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, we're gonna stop idolizing relationships. See, it's a very beautiful thing to want to feel connected. I love being connected because I hate feeling single. But at the same time, you cannot put your relationships above every other thing, because once you do, they start controlling every decision that you make. It all starts at this sweet romantic feeling for someone. Then you cannot stop thinking about them. Then by the time you realize, they have taken control over your entire life. You start doing things out of your usual character just to make them happy. And while this is not a bad thing, it is becoming crystal clear that they are becoming your obsession. They are becoming your idol. And not long ago, I was in the same position. I would either skip church or rush from church just to be with my boyfriend. And I paid no attention to the brethren around me. And so I missed out on so many opportunities to create connections with like-minded people. And sis, you missed out on so much by living in this love bubble that you've created for yourself. You need to make your partner a priority, but it shouldn't be at the expense of everything, especially your relationship with God. Not idolizing your man does not mean you don't do things to make him feel special. It means that you don't let the love of your life become the only essence of your existence. Next thing we're gonna do is to dig deeper. And I'm insisting you dig deeper because at times we feel this immense emptiness and void in our heart that we desperately need to fill. So we turn to relationships because we think that's all we need to feel complete. And when that happens, we find our relationships although, but then we later on realize that it is not enough to fill the void that we're feeling. If you find yourself getting addicted to male attention, you need to ask yourself, what is it that you are missing within yourself that's making you look outside for such attention? Could it be due to childhood trauma, lack of self-confidence, or damaged self-belief? I'm talking about it this way because I haven't there. So growing up as an introvert, I spent a lot of time away from my family. So I could not get that time and connection, especially with my dad. And so the moment I started getting attention from men, I jumped at every opportunity to feel loved. And that with time took me on a very disastrous adventure. You need to understand that whatever it is that wants you to keep looking outside yourself for fulfillment needs to be dealt with, else that feeling of void would not go away. This person who makes you feel validated knows every weakness of yours. And I'm not being negative, but who knows? He may use it against you. And that's why you need to learn to stand by yourself. With or without a relationship, you need to be able to stand by yourself. Next step is for you to find balance between romantic love and self-love. And I don't want anyone thinking that I'm against romantic love. I love to love. I love to be in love because it makes us better people, and I believe that God will want us to be people who can make us happy. But it's time we find balance between romantic love and self-love and be able to thrive whether we are in a relationship or we are single. Singleness is not always a bad thing because we do not always have to be in a relationship, especially if we are not married. At times, God sets us apart so we can learn about our own self. A lot of us run into new relationships with pain and all sort of negative emotions because we did not allow ourselves enough time to heal from tragic events and experiences. There's this saying that to get over a man, you need to get under another one. But I don't think that is always supposed to be the case, because if you love yourself enough, you would not jump right into another commitment knowing very well that you are a complete mess and need time to heal. Even if you're not single, you need to love yourself. You need to empower yourself, heal yourself, and learn to be content on your own. Healing doesn't always mean that you need to wait till you're flawless. It's being able to guide yourself into this place where you are able to accept yourself, love yourself, and process your own experiences independent of anyone. Learning to love yourself is going to create this positive ripple effect on everyone and everything around you. You are able to find fulfillment because you have something within you that guards you against that feeling of nothingness and need to constantly cling to men to find love and attention. Next thing we're going to do is to decenter men. So I said it over and over again, and I'm going to reiterate it in this video. You don't have to create your entire life around another human being. You don't need to put yourself in this toxic and vulnerable situation in order to find love. Anyone who loves you would want you to have a life of your own. It wouldn't require you to drop your dreams just so you could fit into his world. It's a beautiful thing to want to be there for each other, but don't blend yourself so much into this person's life that you don't even recognize yourself anymore. You have to constantly guard your heart so you don't lose yourself the minute you fall in love. Because being a better lover starts with you having a good relationship with yourself. We all need men. I need a man. I want to be with a man, but I don't have to lose my identity for that. If you realize that your need to feel wanted is making you do desperate things just so you feel loved, then sweetheart, it's time for you to check in with yourself and give yourself that healing and validation before things get out of hand. Apart from your relationship with God, your relationship with yourself should also be a priority. Being able to live a life independent of your partner gives you so much time away from him, and that will prevent you from becoming needy and clingy. And guys, if you made it this far into this video, thank you so much. Make sure that you watch another video, and till I see you next time, take care.